Hey there guys, Eugene here from Outdoor Gear, and we are in Canada with Vlad and our family at the beautiful Gibson Lake by Kokanee Glacier. It's so nice. The drive up here was really nice. We're just kind of here for a day. And today I wanted to review for you guys an awesome stove from Optimus. This is the Optimus Terra. And they sent this out to us for free to test and use. And we've actually been enjoying a lot of their stoves and other products that they make. And the Optimus Terra is an awesome, awesome stove. For like 1 or 2 people, it's perfect. Even for a little, maybe 3, it would work just as well to get you your water boiled. It's quite a light system, and it's very compact. Very similar to like the size of a jet boil, but probably a little bit shorter and a little bit wider. But it has, it has everything built into here. A couple things in here are extra that don't come with the Optimus Terra when you just purchase it. But I'll show you what's going on, and I'll show you all the details. We're gonna boil some of this ice cold water from under this ice, and we're gonna make some coffee with this thing. But I want to show you everything that's in here, so let's get into it. Let me unpack it and show you all the goods. So the thing about the Optimus Terra is it's very, very modular, meaning that you can kind of really add or remove things from it, and add accessories to it pretty easily. So it comes with this little pouch which fits it perfectly all around and keeps it all together and keeps it from scratching your other gear when it's in your pack. And that's really good because it has this radiator heat sink down here, which is would scratch your stuff pretty easily because it's pretty sharp here around the edges. But it's really, really nicely tucked in there, and it looks great too. So right on the outside here we have some markings here for 800 mils and 24 ounces, but you can read it better from the inside. And then it has this pot here which kind of clips in really, really nice and snug like that. Take that off. So the pot has a little handle that locks up like that, nothing special. It's coated with Teflon, and this is all aluminum here. It's a nice grade aluminum. And then this piece right here is extra. This is the windscreen that you can buy, and I'll show you how that works in just a bit, but it's also an Optimus windscreen. And then I have the Gigapower fuel in here that also fits, and it stays actually inside this little pouch, which allows you to kind of clip it on like that. And this is built for maybe a little bit of a bigger gas canister. This will fit the larger gas canisters in here as well, no problem. And then so once you take the canister out, you have this little pouch which stores the actual stove. And I have attached to it an extra piece that I also got, which is their little lighter. So there's that, and I just lanyarded it onto the controller here. So then it's really nice here because some of their other stoves don't have this feature where it bends like this, but this one bends and you pull it up like that and it unlocks. So there's a little mechanism here that allows you to do that. And it just locks in, and then it unfolds all the way to give you a nice support surface, just like that. And so this stuff is really nicely quality made. It has the serial numbers on here. So this is the Crux stove that goes with the rest of the system. So let me put it on here. Well, actually, before I do it, let me show you some of the build quality of this thing. It's really nicely done. I mean, we have steel bars here that are nice and snug when you take them out. The actual flame surface burner here has a nice mesh inside of it to not allow the flame to back burn into the fuel. And this looks like steel down here, and then we have some aluminum, some brass fittings all throughout. Nice brass fittings here on the screw. Brass controller as well. Feels really nice. And then this is nice that it flips around like that to where it sits kind of right over the stove, the little controller like that. So let's put this onto the fuel canister. It goes right on. And then, this doesn't lock on like the jet boiler or all those other stoves, but this still works really nice. And we'll do a nice time test here of how fast this will boil. But let me show you the windscreen. So the windscreen is really nice. It has this spring back here, the spring material attached to these aluminum pieces. And you can literally just take that and put that around the bottom of the canister, just like that, and it locks on. And you can see that's really, really solid, and it's going to give you a nice protection against wind to keep the flame from being blown out or just, just moving off of the actual piece that it's heating. So we've got that. Let me show you the pot. It has these rubber things on the handles, rubber grips. You know, they're nice, except if you're ever going to have to use this in a flame, and actually an open flame, you know, I wouldn't recommend it because it's going to melt these off. And you probably wouldn't want to use this in an open flame anyway, just the way it's not designed really for that. It's designed for a nice jet flame to go into this. And then again, the markings here, really nice, 800 mils, 24 ounces. On the inside, you can see it really well. It's coated with a Teflon, or I'm not sure if it's Teflon or what it is on the inside, but it's a nice non-stick surface. And you know, you could cook things in here. We haven't really tried cooking in this one. We have cooked in other pots with similar coatings. You know, that always works, but definitely for water, this is the best. We're making some soup or something of that nature. Definitely would be just fine. So let's get some water in here. Let's do a little boil test. We're going to time it. Sadly, I don't have a thermometer with me to measure the temperature of this water, but I'm guessing, you know, since it's frozen over the surface, it's pretty close to 32, 33 degrees Fahrenheit, or about, you know, 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. So, and we are, in terms of elevation, we're at about 4,000 or 5,000 feet here. I think about 4,000 feet. So, you know, our boiling temperature is going to be a little bit lower than 100 degrees, but that's okay. So let's get this done. Let's get some water scooped up. All right, guys, let's peck into this ice here and get some water. Here we go. Oh man. We might have some ice pieces floating in this water, actually. Man, this is going to be a true, whoa. It's going to be a true test of, no, let's not get any ice in there. I'm just going to get some nice clean water. All right, by the way, well, actually, yeah, we have markings on here, so I'll tell you exactly how much water we have for the boiling. I'm gonna go right up to 24 ounces. So that's gonna be 3 cups of water. Okay, so I'm at 24 ounces, which is about 770 milliliters or so. And make sure it's right on the line. Let's boil this up. So we're here. We've got the little igniter. It's really easy to get it going. That's it. And I'm going to put this right on here. And before I do, let me get my timer actually. I have it going here. I'm going to hit start. Put it right on top. Okay, the timer's going. I'm going to put this lid on it. And let it go. So the canister here, you know, you can buy some feet to support it. I think Optimus actually has one of those that allows the canister to be more stable. But even with the way it is, I have it on the rock here. You know, it's not the best. It's not most stable, but it's standing there. And you can definitely hear the wind messing with the flame a little bit. But that's okay. And then you can see it's really nice that, you know, sometimes you forget, like on a jet boil, sometimes you forget which way it is to turn the flame up or down. Here you have a little marking with a plus and a minus, very visible down there, in terms of, you know, turning it up or down. The controller is very nice and sensitive. You know, it's not 100%, like, it's not the easiest to use in terms of giving you a very, very small flame, because with these, especially with this isobutane mixed fuel, it kind of changes in terms of how it burns, depending on how warm it is and how long the canister's been running. So you have to be there to kind of adjust it, as opposed to like an alcohol stove or a white gas stove. So just keep that in mind. But we've already got heat coming off of this, and we already have bubbles on the bottom. And it's been 1 minute and 30 seconds. 3 cups of water. So while that's boiling, we're at 2 minutes right now. I'm gonna grind some of this coffee to make us some nice coffee. This is a Rich's blend from Scott Bros Coffee from Curlew, Washington. By the way, guys, this test isn't perfect because we do have some, like, the wind is messing with it pretty well, which is good, which is a good test. There's like a breeze here, not a crazy wind. But anyway, I'm gonna grind this coffee. We've got it in the grinder. We'll do that while we're getting ready for the water to boil here. I can smell the coffee. It's going to be great. Yeah. Okay, we're coming up on 3 minutes. And we have some bubbles rising to the top. By the way, I'm going to be making this coffee in the Stanley coffee system. We have a review of that on our channel. You guys can check that out. If you click the link there in the upper right corner, you can see the system. This is just a part of that system, but it's a little French press that is really, really nice, and we use it all the time. Thank you, Stanley. It's great. It's a great, really nice little system. Okay, my coffee is all ground, and let me check on this. Not quite there, but close. Okay. Put the coffee in there. And now we're almost there. Okay, you can see it now, we're boiling. It's not quite a rolling boil, but I would say pretty much it is. I'm going to stop the timer. It's 4 minutes, 21 seconds. Okay, so I waited actually another like 12 seconds to get us to an actual nice little rolling boil. That was a little bit of a light boil. You know, that was basically, I'd say, like 20 seconds away or 15 seconds away from that. So now we're definitely at a rolling boil. Now it's time to pour it in here. There we go. It's smelling so good right now. Okay. Let that percolate in there. I'm just going to set this over the top. All right, guys. Well, there is the Optimus Terra stove for you with the setup and the Crux stove and the Terra cook system. So you have the pot here, the cup or soup bowl here, all the little things that go in with the pouch for the canister, the actual Crux stove, windscreen. It's a nice setup. Do check it out. I'll have links in the description for it. And again, you know, as always, I just like to say that the Optimus did send this to us free of charge. They don't pay us for this in terms of, you know, reviewing it or giving them a good review, but we try to keep it unbiased. I'm just kind of telling you what I think. It is definitely a system that I would buy if I was looking for a stove as an option. You know, just look through different options, see what's out there, and make your decision. But this is definitely a good system. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's nicely, durably built, and it's not some kind of cheap design or system. So, very good stuff. The coffee is ready, so let's press that. And let's get some going here. Oh man, this is good. Some perfect Kokanee Glacier coffee. Oh, that's so good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments in the comment section down below. Let us know what you guys want to see more of, and you know, let me know what you think of this review of the stove, and ask any questions about it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to praise God for everything, and we are very happy to have you guys as our viewers. So, see you in the next video. Over and out. Yeah, buddy. Look at the mountains there. Yeah, that snow there, it's beckoning. Come to me. Come to me.